clone base. I put a lot of time into this MOC, and this is probably the first large-scale MOC I have ever completed. So I'm very proud of it once again, and we have quite a few clones here. It doesn't look like that many, but trust me, it is quite a lot of 501st clones. But we have a ton of droids over there fighting the clones, and we have 2 Jedi, which are Ahsoka Tano and Anakin's Interceptor, which comes with Anakin. So we have 2 Jedi right there. So super proud of this. I have everything I'd want in a clone base here. So just exactly how I want it, and I'm going to be doing an Imperial version of this later, about October or Mocktober. So I'll just focus around the outside, and I think to start us off, I'll start with the battlefield, and here we have some clones going up against the Separatists. We have a broken down or shot down speeder there with an AT-RT fighting a couple of droids at once, but the AT-RT is currently just running into the field. We have Ahsoka Tano forcing with a couple droids. She's broken a couple, stabbing one, and yeah, just looks really nice. We have my 2 AATs here, which I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to put them because we didn't have enough base plates to build it out this way, so we built it out this way. And it actually helps for the story quite a bit. So we have our 2 tanks there. It's running over some flowers, and I added some mud tracks there. But from this point of view, it looks even better than the first part, except you can't see the droid army. But you have a second AT-RT over here, and here are the 3 jet troopers we have. But we have a little sniper trooper up there in the sniper roost, and a giant artillery cannon right there shooting off a rocket to blow up one of these AATs. And here is my custom Sith Lord. I'll give you a better look at that. There's the custom Sith Lord right there. It's female, obviously. I just threw together a little Sith character for the MOC, and I think it did pretty well. And we have some rock work, so obviously this was built into a mountain, but the rock work is mainly built out of those little Lego City rock pieces, so I didn't have to use many dark grade 2x4s because, once again, I don't have that many, but I had enough to complete this MOC, so we lucked out there. And then over here we have a clone rushing to help the injured clone over here, but the Separatists, thirsty for more blood, have pointed out a sniper droid to take out these clones from behind. So pretty smart on the droid's part, but bad for the clones because they need to defend this base. But we have a ton of greenery down here in the sniper droid's area, I guess. And if we are to go around to the side, we would see these little clone graves. They're just little helmets on sticks, but still it looks pretty darn cool. I'll give you guys a better look at that. Here we go. We have a jet trooper and a 332nd trooper. And yeah, if you can see, we have some little grass growing around them. I didn't have any flowers to put on them, but I guess I could steal some from over there and put them there. But yeah, I thought that would look really cool underneath the landing pad so we don't have any, negative space of just nothing, because that never goes well in MOC. But then over here we have the gateway, which I love because just look at that. We have these little turrets, I guess, which are really, really hard to build. I'll show you guys how the inside is built at the end of the video or at a later point, so I may put a timestamp down in the comment section. But yeah, these are very hard to build, and we have a little deck here so we can take a clone trooper and just put him up there so he can shoot down all the droids that want to come in through here. But yeah, it looks pretty nice, and I also fit it to scale so a BARC speeder can fit through here. It can go through and basically do whatever. So that really does it for the outside. So I'll turn this around so we can get onto the back side of this MOC. So here is the back of the clone base. It is a little empty because all the clones are out on the battlefield, but that's really how a clone base would actually be. And we don't have any beds here because this is just sort of like a depot, just drop off clones sort of artillery base, not a clone base, literally. So I didn't put any beds in, and I also didn't have any room. So there's another reason. But to start off, we have this beautiful landing pad, in my opinion. It has a nice rounded edge, and I used a bunch of bricks I got from the Pick-a-Brick video, if you've seen that. If not, go check that video out. It's a pretty cool video, if I do say so myself. And I used some of those blocks I got from that video and put them into here. So we have, obviously, a border around it, so it's not just black brick. But then, on this, we can take off Anakin's interceptor, place that right here, and then we can take off this with its figures on it. We have Anakin talking to a clone captain, but we can throw them right there. This is the very large landing platform, and there is a little notch here because it has to connect to the encased glass area over there. So we have just little connections throughout the landing pad, and it just connects on those two studs and then makes the rounded edge. It's not perfectly rounded, but it's pretty good if you look at it from a distance. So we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of bricks in here. This is easily 100 billion million bricks. No, it's just probably about 200, 300 pieces into here, but the back of it is just regular plates, sadly. But it just slides into place on these little frames, like so. And there you have it. And then you can put basically any ship you could imagine on here. We have Anakin's interceptor. We can put that just about anywhere because of how big it is. I'm pretty sure you could fit a Republic gunship on here, but I don't have one in my collection, so yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. But moving on, we can get a closer look at the sort of hangar here. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but this is hangar. Here's my hand for comparison, and these are just figures that we can lay on there for now. But we have some steps leading up to the control center, and they are actual Lego minifigure size, so you can actually have them stepping up each step at a time. But we have a 501st BARC speeder just to fill up some space, because I had an extra battle pack, so I made one of these. But it looks very nice with the blue and gray, and of course with Anakin's interceptor. It looks very nice, and this is the alternate build I made from that video, so if you haven't seen that one out, you should definitely go check that out so you know what I mean by very cool alternate build. But we have a little pole here supporting the balcony up here, which is pretty empty. All the inside stuff here is going to be pretty empty because I don't have enough clones to fill it, but I still like this MOC either way. And of course, this is gotta be a really cool technique. These little dice where they have the red studs on all sides, but they have rubber in between, so you can make it look like a crate. And I put a bridge plate there so it won't move when you set it down. And then you just put the red part facing the wall, and there you go. So it looks very cool. It looks like a crate from Star Wars. And then up here we can get an even closer look at the little, what should we call it, command center here. We have a technical trooper here manning the artillery cannon, which is on hinges and stuff. It can spin around and do lots of things, but I used some Lego chairs, so it just slides into place right there and doesn't move. So I thought that technique was actually pretty cool, and this is the back of the fence right here. So pretty, it's not as pretty on the outside as it is the inside, but you know, you can't really make everything as pretty. so I decided to make the outside prettier. And we have levers and buttons and whatchamacallits that basically do nothing. They just really look cool. They're for the aesthetics. And we have a little satellite up here. It's just, once again, no purpose. Just put it to a cool angle. It looks like Star Wars. And of course, we have to have little tubes running everywhere because that's how Star Wars works. They get their energy from tubes, plastic or rubber tubes. It's just how Star Wars works. And then if we lower this, we can now see the inside of the armory back here, which is very, very cool. This is going to be, I would like to put more figures in this, but I couldn't. So just so you guys can see with more light, I'll take the landing pad off so you can see. And that's what it looks like on the inside. We have a little shelf here, which I should push into the wall more. It's just connected with some snot bricks. And here we have just some little blaster crates and things. And this crate has absolutely nothing. It's just empty. And we have blasters everywhere. I mean, we have some extra clones, so I put blasters everywhere. Here we have some clone armor. I'll actually take this off so you guys can see. Those are all the little pants and leggings, and we just have one torso piece. But the shelf design I've actually had for about a year now because I made other Star Wars MOCs that were smaller and never got finished because I just got bored. So yeah, that's how it goes. But it ended up making its way into this MOC, so that's pretty cool. And here we have basically a sort of bar, and I have a butterbeer from a Harry Potter collectible minifigure series. So you put that in there. It looks pretty cool, and we have the chairs there as well. And they're just on little 1x1 pieces, and you connect them in the middle. Boom! Looks like bar stools. And then we have a working sliding door. It is pretty epic, ladies and gentlemen. It moves in, it moves out, and it all stays on its little track. And it doesn't even have a track, it's just trackless. So from the outside, it looks like this. So we have a grate. I wanted a grate looking door because Star Wars always just has those flat doors. So I thought I'd do something a little different that I've seen on Imperial bases. So I used one of these old gray grate type plates from a Harry Potter set, I believe. It was like an old 2003 Harry Potter set that I got this from. But yeah, it looks epic. It functions epically. So now we've basically gotten through all of the half here of the base. So let's just crank this thing up and let's get on to the next half. Over here we have a very tall tower. I can hardly fit that on the screen, but yeah, there are some satellites there. We have our jet troopers, and we have windows going all around. And there's the doorway, which can actually fit a minifigure. So there you have it. It fits a character just snug right there. So it looks very, very nice and tidy. We have some ladders that lead up to the little control center 2, I guess. But we have some very, very cool fences. They're just these Ninjago tubes with holes in them that are being held down by little joysticks and connected by Technic pins. So I thought that was a brilliant idea. So maybe you guys should try that in your next MOC. And if you do, let me know what you thought of the idea. But over here is just another little balcony that's not being used. You can look over on the battlefield, you know, mind your own business, walk around, stand in the middle and look inconspicuous. But yeah, that's really all that there is for this MOC. I really like this. I'm very proud of this. So let's wrap up the video. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am very proud. I hope you like this MOC as well. If you like this MOC or have any suggestions for the next MOC I do, or just any ideas in general, please leave those down in the comments below because I am very interested to hear what you guys are thinking right now. So yeah, if you like this video or enjoyed the mock, please consider subscribing and liking the video because it helps me out a ton. But yeah, I will be doing more of these in the future, but they will not all be Clone Wars. So some of you guys may just want all Clone Wars. If you want certain era type mocks like prequels, original trilogy, whatnot, leave that down in the comments below once again, because then I'll be able to do it, because I can't telepathically read your minds through the screen. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.